Here's Linda sharing God's heart.
Hello everyone. Thank you for coming along on this adventure to find out how those who have gone before us proved their faith by following God's instructions. Our next hero of faith is Noah.
By faith Noah, being divinely warned of things not yet seen, moved with godly fear, prepared an ark for the saving of his household, by which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness which is according to faith.
It is noteworthy that Noah's inheritance of righteousness or justification from God was rooted in his godly family line, setting the example of pleasing God because they believed him. Noah's great-grandfather Enoch, who walked with God, was translocated to God's home in heaven at a relatively young age because his faith pleased God as he walked with him. We read in Genesis 6 that it grieved the Lord in his heart when he saw the great wickedness of man, and also that he was sorry that he had made man.
The only answer the Lord had was to eradicate mankind and the animals. The phrase, but God, is always encouraging. However, in this instance, the Bible says, but Noah.
But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. This is the genealogy of Noah. Noah was a just man, perfect in his generations. Noah walked with God,
just as his great-grandfather Enoch did. Well, the Lord justifies us when we obey him by faith because we trust and believe him. So in the Lord's meticulous timeline, he had a gigantic project lined up for Noah and his 3 sons, one that would take about 100 years to complete. God gave Noah specific instructions to build an ark before the Lord himself would open up the floodwaters on the ungodly. In Peter's first letter, he writes that God waited patiently in the days of Noah while the ark was being built. In his second letter, Peter writes that Noah was a preacher of righteousness. Since the Lord saw that every inclination of the thoughts of the people's hearts were altogether evil all the time, one can only imagine the kind of opposition Noah and his sons endured whilst they built the ark. Apart from staying on target with his enormous task, Noah also declared the truth about God, standing firm in his own trust and belief in God that the Lord would destroy the earth with a flood, just as he said he would. Noah and his family had to live amongst the widespread evil, which would have inspired them to complete the task of building the ark as soon as possible.
The Lord withstood the evil doings of the people, whilst Noah preached the Lord's truth and mercy, and he did not open the floodwaters impulsively or recklessly.
Bringing it closer to home for us nowadays, Matthew and Luke recorded that Jesus referenced Noah when he said,
"But as the days of Noah were, so also will the coming of the Son of Man be."
And God's heart for us is,
My dearest child, when I gifted you with a will to choose, my heart's desire was that seeing that I created you in love, you would choose me rather than going your own way. Going your own way leads to the way of the thief who only comes to steal, kill, and destroy. My arms are open wide to anyone who wants to come and live with me in my house, within my boundaries. I made you so that you would receive my love and pass it on to others around you with all my love.